Hi, boys and girls. This is Miss Janice again for Storytime. And in our summer program at the library, we're talking about fairy tales. So I have this book first. It's called The Frog Prince. And this is the fairy tale that we're going to talk about today. But I'm not going to read this book, but I just wanted to show you what the real title of the fairy tale is. And it was first told by two brothers named Brothers Grimm. And they're the ones that read it first. And it comes from Germany, a place called Germany. And I'm going to read this one, and it's by Heather McLeod. And what she did was she took the Frog Prince fairy tale and retold it in a new and modern way. And so that's what this is about. It's called Kiss Me, I'm a Prince. And again, it's written by Heather McLeod. Most fairy tales start with the words once upon a time, and she has those words in her book. And it's once upon a time there was a girl and a frog. If you kiss me, I'll turn into a prince. But Ella didn't kiss him. Actually, I'm a prince already. I only look like a frog because my fairy godmother turned me into one, explained the frog. She said it will do me good somehow. Anyway, go ahead and kiss me. Do you see he has a crown on? So that's how we can tell that he is a prince. And he puckered up his wide, froggy lips and squeezed shut his big, froggy eyes. Ella picked him up. Then she put him in her pocket and walked away. Boing, boing, boing went her pocket. Hey, 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 yelled the frog. Ella stopped and took him out of her pocket. Didn't you hear what I said? If you kiss me, I'll turn into a prince. He puckered up his wide, froggy lips and squeezed shut his big, froggy eyes. Ella put him back in her pocket and continued walking. Boing, boing, boing went her pocket. Hey, 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 yelled the frog. Ella took him out of her pocket again. Why won't you kiss me? If you kiss me, I know, interrupted Ella. You'll turn into a prince. But then what? We'll go to the palace, and the king and queen, my parents, will make you a princess, promised the frog. And what do princes and princesses do all day? Asked Ella. Study mostly, said the frog. We must learn every language in the world, so when we grow up, we can speak with all the other world leaders. Then there's international finances, etiquette, falconry, warfare, geography, law. But when do you get to play? Asked Ella. Princes and princesses don't play, scoffed the frog, unless you count studying horsemanship and fencing. I really like those subjects. What about hopscotch and Simon Says and going for a swim in the pool? Asked Ella. That would be unseemly, sniffed the frog. And besides, princes wear suits and princesses wear gowns all the time. You don't get clothes like that dirty. Look at Ella. She doesn't look very happy. Said Ella. I'd rather have a talking frog. And she put him back into her pocket and walked all the way home. This is Ella's family, Mom and Dad and a little brother. And Mom says, "Is your frog okay?" And Dad says, "Does he have enough flies to eat?" And Brother says, "He looks like he sucked on a lemon." At first, the frog tried to get someone to kiss him. He'd pucker up his wide, froggy lips and squeeze shut his big, froggy eyes whenever anyone so much as glanced his way. After a while, the frog gave up on getting kissed and played with Ella. They started with hopscotch and Simon Says. Then they went for a swim in the pool. The frog was surprised at how much fun he was having. He even liked getting dirty. In fact, he forgot all about being princely until the day a royal courtier rang the doorbell. The courtier swept his feather cap off his head and bowed until his nose touched the floor. "Excuse me, miss," said the courtier. "Have you seen an unusual frog in the neighborhood?" Said Ella. "Your Majesty," the courtier exclaimed. He swept up the frog and carried him away in a golden carriage, pulled by 4 prancing white stallions. Ella didn't hear from the frog for 2 whole weeks. Then the royal carriage appeared in front of her house again. "Hey," said Ella, "you're still a frog." "Well," said the frog, "my mom and dad got everyone in the castle to kiss me, but nothing happened. My fairy godmother says only the kiss of a true friend will do, and only if I want it to. So here I am." "Do you want me to kiss you?" asked Ella. "I didn't at first," admitted the frog, "but then my mom and dad said they'd cut back on my homework so I'll have time to play every day. I can even join your baseball team. But frogs can't play baseball. Frogs can't do a lot of things. So yes, Ella, I want you to kiss me, please." And Ella did. Well, that's not quite the end of the story yet. Most fairy tales end with "they lived happily ever after." And here is the end of our story today. "And they played happily ever after." Look, the frog turned into a prince. And we can tell because there is his crown. And they're having fun in the pond. Thank you for joining me today for the story. I have some crafts for you to try today. The first one is you're going to make a frog. And I have just a plain white piece of paper, and I drew a really big frog, and you can make your own frog, but make sure it's pretty big. And then after you're done with that, maybe somebody can help you cut out the frog very carefully. And right here in his mouth, I don't know if you can see it, but I have a little small X there. And I have one of your adult people in your family, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, cut the little X there. And then you're going to color your frog. And I colored mine green. And here's his mouth and his eyes. And you can add polka dots. Now, what I did was I took these dots that I got at a store, and you can use, I have 2 different kinds. There's different colors. There's all different kinds of color of dots that you can get, and you can give him some dots on the frog. And then here's the little X up here at the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this blower that you might have at birthday parties. And I'm going to put that in there, and that's going to be his tongue. Now, frogs really have long tongues, and they like to catch bugs with their tongues. And let me show you what it looks like when you blow on it. So his tongue goes curling out. Now, if you can't get one of these blowers, you can take a red strip of paper and a pencil and roll this strip of paper up to make a nice long tongue. And you can paste it on that X, or else you can put it through the hole there. And then the frog has a nice long tongue. And you might even want to paste a little bug on the end of his tongue. That's something special you can do. I did not do it on mine, but you can put a bug on the end. That's our first craft for today. Oh, I forgot. You can also put a crown on him to make him look like the Prince Frog in our story today. Okay, that's our first craft. The next one is called 5 Green Speckled Frogs. Again, you're going to take a white piece of paper and you're going to draw a line that are about 2 inches apart. And on the top, you're going to draw 5 frogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 in each strip. And then down here at the bottom, you're going to make waves like water. And then you can cut the strips apart. And then you can color the frog. And I want you to pretend that the frog is sitting on a log. So this is a speckled log. And then down here is your water. Now I numbered each one of those strips. Here's number 4 here and number 5. And then you're going to take a paper towel roll and you're going to put your 5 frogs on the paper towel roll. What I did was, I'm going to show you with my last 2 here. I have a glue stick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on the back at the top. And you can see there's purple there that tells me where the glue is. And then you're going to take it and you're going to put the 2 ends together. So there I have frog number 4. And I'm going to do the same thing for frog number 5. Then I'll have 5 frogs on my speckled log. Let me get this on here. So now I have 5 frogs on a speckled log. Looks like a rod, but it's a log. It's supposed to be a log here. Okay? And so here's the poem. It's called 5 Green Speckled Frogs. 5 green speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 4 speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. There are 4 green speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped in the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 3 green speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. And then you can keep saying that poem again for 3 and 2 and 1. If you do not make the craft, you can do motions for the poem about the green speckled frogs. And here's how the motions go. You take your arm, and this is your log. And then here are your 5 frogs. 5 green speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into a pool, make a pool, round pool. And here's the frog. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 4 green speckled frogs, ribbit, ribbit. And then you just go down. You go to 3, you go to 2, and then 1, and then no speckled green frogs. So that's another activity. You can even get a book in the library, and it's called 5 Green Speckled Frogs. And the words that I was saying are in here, and they have some really cool pictures in here for you to see. And you can also go on to YouTube and find the song to the poem that I'm reciting now. So there are 2 ways that you can learn the poem, or really 3 ways, with me here on our taping, by the book, or go on YouTube and look for the song. Okay, that's the end of that activity. I do have another craft for a frog. This one is a fun kind of frog, and he jumps. He will jump for you. It's called an origami. A few stories ago, we did an origami dog. Well, today we're going to try making an origami frog. So the first thing you're going to have is a square, and it's 6 inches by 6 inches. And you're going to fold it in half this way. And now we have a rectangle. And then you're going to open it up again. And here's our line that we folded. Now we're going to fold it the other way. And again, you'll see a rectangle. And when I open it up, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to fold this corner down to the middle. And it looks like a triangle. And you're going to fold this corner into the middle and make another triangle. And you're going to do the other 2 corners and put them in the middle. Okay. I should be doing this on the table, but I'm going to try to do it this way. Okay, so we have another square, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. Now, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to turn it like this, almost like a diamond. And we're going to fold this corner on this side. We're going to fold it down this way. Right where the 2 triangles land, they're touching each other. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Bring this over and fold it over here. Okay. Now it looks like it's a kite. It looks like a kite. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to hold it this way. And you're going to take this point and you're going to fold it down like this. And now we have 1 triangle. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take this corner over here and you're going to bring it in here. It's a little bit harder as we get to these last stages of folding. You're going to fold it over like this. And you're going to take this corner and meet the other point over here. And it's going to look like this. Hope you can see that. And then we're going to take the top part here and we're going to fold it down this way. And then we're going to fold it half of this way. Back up. And it'll look something like this. One last thing to do of folding is take the bottom point here and you're going to fold it up a little bit like this. Now, I have one that's already made. I used a different color, but here's my frog. And I added eyes, and I added a nose, and here are the speckled spots on him. Now, to make him jump, you're going to press down right here on the back. I'm going to try doing it on the table. Let me see if I can do it on the table. And what we're going to do is we're going to press the back, and it's jumping. Oh, it jumped right off the table. Let me try this again. We're going to press on the back, and he hops. So that's our origami frog. If you didn't get all of the instructions, you can look it up on the YouTube. They have directions on YouTube too for it's called a simple origami jumping frog. So that's our jumping frog. The last thing I have for you to try are some activities that you can pretend that you're a frog and do some jumping and do some hopping. The first thing you might want to try is jump with a jump rope. And there are a lot of poems that you can find online that you can jump to with your jump rope. The other thing is try hopping on your 2 feet. How long can you hop on 2 feet? Or how long can you hop on your right foot? Or how about on just your left foot? See how long you can hop on either foot. The next thing I want to show you is you can do a hopscotch. You can go out on your sidewalk or your driveway with some chalk and draw a hopscotch. And this is only one pattern. You can find many different patterns on the internet. This is one of them, and this goes up to 10, but sometimes they say that this one should be a rest time, and then you're going to hop this way, and then you're going to hop that way. And if you do not know how to play hopscotch, you can ask an older person ask them how to play, or I did get some instructions on the internet on how to play hopscotch, an easy guide for kids. This one is really nice. I like this pattern because this one is more for the real little ones, where you hop with your left foot on yellow, then your right foot on orange, and then you do right and left on pink, and right and left on blue together, and right and left of blue on this blue, and you spread out your legs. And the last one is you hop both your feet on green. And then you can turn around and go back this way. Okay, that's one other activity you can do. And one other one I want to share with you is you can play leapfrog. And if somebody in your family does not know how to play leapfrog, again, you can go online and find out how to play leapfrog with your friends in your backyard. So there are some fun physical activities for you to do. And those are my things for today for you to try. I hope you have fun with the crafts and also with the physical activities. And it was nice to see you today. And I hope that you have a lot of fun doing the activities. Thank you and have a great day.